Welcome to Yellow Road. I am Jordan, and today we're going to watch Asmongold's reaction to Kyle Kulinski, the video we covered last week. I guess Asmongold like, hey man, freak you, Kyle. I'm gonna make a video about you, and I'm here for it. But first, don't forget to share, support, hopefully donate to all the links in the description box. Also, please check out the Discord link if you want to join that. We are in that Discord right now, and all opinions are welcome, obviously. And also, obviously, whatever I show you in this video will be linked in that same description box, including this from Relax Mario. I don't know.
What is this? Are they at a fucking library?
That's their set.
Or a cigar lounge?
What's the show called?
What is it? A library? Cigar lounge? Which one is it?
Isn't that their set?
I don't know. Is that the flagrant? Not flagrant. The
Yeah, right. Flagrant podcast. Isn't that it? Either way, don't pull the C.S. Lewis book right here. See, that's the C.S. Lewis book. Don't pull that because the whole wall will shift over. Don't do it. Either way, let's play this clip. Here we go.
It's just funny to me that, like, there are people that were happy Charlie Kirk got shot because they disagreed on opinions, and they're fighting for due process for people who are driving fentanyl into the fucking country. Like, what the fuck do we live in? Why do we have more humanity for people who are actually profiting killing Americans?
But you shouldn't be like those people.
What do I got to do?
Don't become what you hate.
Exactly. What do you mean?
You're Christian.
I hate people trying to kill Americans.
You hate people
trying to kill him. So if you're trying to kill Charlie Kirk, or if you're trying to bring fentanyl in here, I hate both of y'all. It's just funny.
Interesting clip. Very interesting. It kind of showcases how dumb this guy is, and also how dumb this guy is. Like, but he's smart enough to like stay away from it, right? He's smart enough to, you know. I mean, he kind of said good point.
He knows exactly what's going on.
He
probably knows exactly what's going on.
He knows to stay away. I think
he's not stupid. Yeah, no, he's not going to comment on it, and no one's going to call him out on it on Breakfast Club that he doesn't respond to such things, but yeah, he knows exactly what is happening around him. Because he's talked to people before, like whether it's Mark Lamont Hill or whatever, like he's been around just like people, and he is not stupid.
He's content but he's not. He's content with a lazy, boring life. But he'll have money, though, so good for him. But let's go back to Mario here. And he's like, oh, you know what? These leftists out here like celebrating Charlie Kirk, but, you know, crying about boats being blown up in the middle of the ocean where there's no evidence that they have fentanyl there. Like, no real evidence at all. He just accepts that. And also, when he says, the left is doing this, no real evidence of that either. Just some people on the internet.
About that too. Sorry.
I mean,
yeah, that's exactly what Asmongold talks about. It's like they got the same fucking talking points. It's about like, why are people crying about these drug dealers on the boat? Yeah, like blow them up, blow up more ships. You think they're just fishermen? Are you stupid? They have submarines. It's like, so punishment is death. Got it.
That's what you're saying. Is it's the perfect precursor to Asmongold. But go ahead, Jesse.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking about the bots. I mean, some of the bots might be actual people.
That was a bar right there. Goddamn, Jesse. Okay, maybe you should have a Spotify account. Rap albums. But, yeah. I wanted to play this. I saw this the other day, and it's just... God, just the ignorance on the topic, but the bravado of how correct someone feels about it. Is that
the confidence with which you deliver something so stupid.
Just relaxed, legs out, relax, and yo, the left did this. It's like, okay.
It's like, why don't you just get a fucking fainting couch, you diva ass bitch, and just lay on it with your head like rested on one hand, like you know, blah blah, like just on your fucking fainting couch.
I'd go harsher and say, hey man, quit. Go to the mountains of Shamalamalaya, do some ayahuasca, and come back to us. Leave this shit alone, my man. Just like, once again, I keep making this reference about Jesus showing up one day. I can't help it. Not that I believe that's going to happen. They'd probably just kill him. But, I mean, like, imagine the Jesus guy floats down. It's like, oh my God, all my decisions fucking matter. And do you think, what's his fucking name? Andrew Schulz Imagine that guy confronted by that concept. Does he act the way he acts right now? Come on. And that's why I bring that up so often. It's like I feel comfortable if I was like a comedian and I said the jokes I want to say. I wouldn't be running for my life if something righteous showed up. But something tells you that guy would be questioning every fucking move he does. I'm like, yo, and it's not to like, you know, drag him down to the fucking ground and shit like that. It's more of like you could be way better at this if you want to be, in my humble opinion. Like better as in like comfortable with every little aspect of your existence. On every single topic, be fucking comfortable. But apparently, we don't fucking want that. It's sad when you see like daddy figures show up, and then they start like moving in certain directions because daddy figures show up. That's so weak and sad, man. It's boring too. Don't you want to be like actually be yourself in your actual life? Come on, like whatever. Either way, this will spill definitely into Asmongold and Kyle himself too, but definitely with Asmongold and this character he fucking plays on the internet.
Yes. And I just want to point out that I do believe in dragging someone down to hell, to the depths, where it's fucking freezing. So,
Well,
and I just mean metaphorically.
But you know you're going down. So
unfortunately, we don't have the, well, for me at least, well, no one can.
Everybody's going through hell.
We can't drag anyone. They would drag themselves. But once again, a lot of people have mommy and daddy figures and they project it onto someone else and say, this person's dragging me. Like, no, it's you. It's all you. It's all. Do you want to not have that? Then just change things around. Pretty simple.
Yeah. Praise Jesus.
Not easy, but definitely simple. Have the J electronic.
Very easy. Just praise Jesus.
You don't praise Jesus, my man. You know.
Praise Jesus.
Yeah, sure. I'll just say, yo, Jesus, write that down for me. Thanks, bud. We'll see one day. But either way, even by this title from Asmongold, I think he's like kind of trolling with us. This is serious, and I must address this now. If you ever seen like Asmongold live streams, I used to watch some of his gaming stuff. Like, oh shit, you know, Elden Ring's out. Let me watch some Asmongold. His titles for a stream.
Elden Ring?
Yes.
Dork.
Shout out to the Soul series. But yeah, Asmongold would put titles like breaking news, major drama, yada yada yada, Elden Ring. So like every title like looks like that, where it's like major drama's happening today. So he like leans into that shit. Like, yeah, drama's the meta. We'll say that. Which it screams like a character. And I kind of stopped covering this the Asmongold guy because of my idea of him like kind of like trolling throughout all of this, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Since I did the Kyle video, which I thought was interesting and kind of revealing, not too revealing, but kind of revealing, where Kyle's like, yeah, we should cheat. Let's stoop down to their level and beat them at it. Beat them at their own game. Like, of being corrupt? Is that what you're saying? And apparently that's what that means. But if Asmongold is going to respond to it, I might as well cover that too. So, without further ado.
This got pushed to me in my algorithm. My outrage algorithm, I guess. It was in my like For You thing. I don't watch Asmongold. I don't even know why. It's probably because I'm subbed to Kyle. So that's probably why.
Fair enough.
I got recommended that, and I'm like, what is this? I'm like, oh my god.
Now, what's funny is, even though Asmongold is definitely chasing content, he openly says he's chasing content, all right? What's funny is Kyle's going to do the same thing. Kyle's like, yes, he responded. Let me do something with this. That's my best guess of what's going to happen. And Kyle's going to make this a thing for himself. And as a way to, I guess, push you towards voting for Kamala Harris or whatever. But,
what?
All right.
God.
It's probably going to happen. Like, maybe not Kamala, like, her
the
directly,
Democratic Party,
but yes, whoever's running for Democrats. Yeah.
Probably, what's his name? The Gavin, whatever, Newsom.
Gavin Newsom, Pete Buttigieg.
No.
Even though Kyle spent years shitting on these people, he's still going to push you towards them anyway.
No. They need a white man with a white family.
Pete Buttigieg.
They need Gavin. No.
Oh, they need non-gay.
Non-gay
white man.
heterosexual,
Okay.
Aryan white family.
Oh my god. Slick
Gavin
back.
Newsom.
Fucking Gordon
But they have to
Gekko
be
haircut.
Democrats. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Perfect. It's the next phase. Go ahead.
Either way, let's watch this video from Asmongold. This is serious, and I must address this now. It's all I have to say and gets millions of views. Here we go.
This guy crashed out about, I guess this is like a clip that I did. I am apparently the dumbest person to him.
One of the things that's been driving me crazy more and more lately is when you have people who have large audiences who don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but they're just desperate to start giving their political takes and opinions.
Okay.
Because,
you, Kyle,
look, you do a
honestly.
massive disservice. You have this giant audience of people who follow you, and if you're out there
The disservice is disagreeing.
spreading false notions of politics,
Eyebrows.
that's
crazy.
unacceptable. That's unacceptable. The best
He's on
example is
something.
fucking Joe Rogan, who doesn't know his ass from his elbow,
not.
but he's out there. He was at the inauguration. He gave Trump a softball interview.
Yeah.
Gave J.D. Vance a softball interview. Fucking
Judy,
Didn't
shut
give
up.
you an interview. I can see why you're mad.
stone massages every billionaire in the country on his show regularly. But then he'll go on his show and so who, me,
eyebrows,
bro?
bro.
I'm just like a
Can't help it.
centrist. I'm like, I'm not right. I'm
Weird.
not left. I'm sort of
Acting
above the
ass.
fray and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
it's whatever. He tries to do this enlightened centrist bit. Meanwhile, he's like,
I
you
thought
know,
this was about me. Let's get to the part about me.
on the Trump train, quite literally. So, he's a great example of it. But another one is Asmongold. Asmongold,
Okay.
he's been getting
All right.
more and more
It's
political. And I mean, I hear this. I just want to shove my nuts in a waffle iron when I hear this shit. Because, like, what are you saying? What are you saying? You know you don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
You know you don't know what you're talking about.
Great.
But he does it anyway. So here he is giving his theory
Okay,
about
so here, all right, here we go. This is me talking. All right, let's find out.
how, the Democrats,
Yes.
they've been so radicalized that the Republicans are, the poor put upon Republicans, they're just like reacting to what the insane Democrats are doing. I'm not kidding. That's his actual argument. Let's watch.
Yeah, this is a uniquely,
drink
I think it is a unique Democrat problem. Now, when a Republican does
Yeah.
something bad, here's the big difference, right? It's not that Republicans don't do anything bad, but when a Republican does something bad, everybody generally says, oh, okay, that's really bad. But the problem is that Democrats look to try to, like,
He
oh,
mad.
it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't matter that much. Who cares?
Oh, he mad.
Now do you understand why I said this made me want to shove my nuts in a waffle iron?
Great argument. You know what? I never saw it this way whenever I said it, but now that you say that you want to put your dick in a waffle iron, I completely agree with you. I actually was wrong. Yeah, I was totally wrong.
Homie literally said
Yes.
when a Republican does something bad, other Republicans could be like, yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, generally. I think true. I think it's more true than for Democrats. I'm sure there's exceptions, but I think it's generally true.
Okay, let's try to keep up with this. Made for young people content where there's no empty space, no silence, just noise. Okay, Republicans have a more, like, what does he mean? Like a spread, a variety of expressions versus the Democratic Party, I guess, where it's more uniformed?
They're,
What are you
the Republicans are more likely or more willing to condemn their own more than Democrats. That's generally true, except for when it's not. That's the argument.
Okay. Well, I actually compared that to Timmy showing a chart of the disparities between Republican ideologies and the uniformity of the Democratic Party, which is to be screamed bullshit. But don't worry, Timmy has an article that backs up what he's saying. It runs into the same thing, like the same kind of idea. There's no parity on the left. They're all communists, or they're all, they all hate Trump. They all want to do this, all want to do that, versus
LGBTQ, blue hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Versus the
Hate children.
diversity of the right wing.
Yeah.
Which, screams bullshit. Okay. But right now, I'm like,
It's just whenever people are talking about other people like a literal character, I'm just kind of like not as willing to. It just makes them seem less credible, from my view. Just,
yeah.
like in a serious way, just kind of painting a broad brush.
Yeah.
I'd just like to point out Asmongold is correct so far.
Got it. So far we're just in a tornado of like. When I've watched Asmongold's content, there's moments where it's like, okay, now we're getting somewhat of an actual point being said out loud versus kind of just like whateverness. Just a tornado of words being said that nothing nothing of substance. But sometimes you get those little moments where it's like, okay, maybe you mean what you're saying right here. We're not there yet. It's more of, okay, let me react in my corner of the internet to Kyle Kulinski, and it'll only just feed me more. So I'm waiting for things to settle down for Asmongold to like really analyze something, if he could. Here we go.
Yeah.
That might actually be the least true thing I've ever heard in my life. That is somehow the most false thing I've ever heard in my
So the argument is no. Got it.
entire life.
Okay.
Asmongold, bro.
Great argument.
Let me just tell. Let's just go with Elon Musk. What did Elon do when he was running Doge? You guys all know this. How many times have I given you the list?
All right.
He cut pediatric cancer research. Not a single Republican came out. Not a single fucking Republican came out and criticized him.
He gives
for cutting child cancer
Asmongold
research.
a way out.
Has it ever?
Here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. Well, for I guess typical political argumentation shit. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because he's just in a question about like why. Well, what kind of research was it? Did anybody clarify? Like who was being tested? Sometimes these are really dangerous, which is very true.
Well, come on. He's kind of doing that in a bullshit way, though, right? It's not like
he's
like
lying,
a
but I could
serious
see.
But
it's not like with Kyle. It makes his argument look poorly regard, like kind of like a talking point. Yeah.
I like my answer to that over Asmon's, which is, yeah, Kyle, you're saying that things are better because a Democrat's in charge or quote unquote Democrat programs are running. I get that, but when it comes to foreign policy, you know they're going to blow up children. You know that, right?
Oh yeah. The foreign policy bit will come through when he's talking about Venezuela and ships. So
okay,
if he's joking or not, I don't know, but
well, either way, Kyle realizes that his team would do the same things.
Yeah. Well, Kyle's just repeating his talking points. It's like where Jimmy Dore is like, Obama started 7 new wars, and he goes through his list that he's got like memorized in his head. Yeah.
I just get
it's the same thing.
Well, I get quite tilted when Kyle says, "We are better. There is no equivalency. These are false equivalents. We are better." I'm like, go bring this to a kid with his legs blown off and say, the world is a better place now.
Yeah. Or who do you want to fight? Who do you want to fight? Do you want to fight the Democrats or the Republicans? Which one's more reasonable to fight? You pick for the enemy that you're going to fight, not your savior. And it's like, this seems so. That's like jumping through hoops to justify. So,
I mean, he had me at better, and it actually tilts me when I hear that from this guy. Like, well, you went over the foreign policy before, Kyle. You went over the foreign policy before, maybe more so when Bernie's running against them, so that's you need to make them look bad so that Bernie can win or have a better chance of winning, because you try to do like narrative spinning on your channel. But either way, like you're aware of these things. So if I had to guess, if I asked Kyle, like, hey man, let's say Kamala Harris is president instead of Trump, what foreign policy problems would you say? He'd lay out an entire list of shit that obviously everyone fucking realizes would probably happen. And I'd say, okay, Kyle, go tell those people that are victims of that and tell them things are better now. Go ahead. Once again, I understand the idea.
She already told you. She already told you her foreign policy. She was like, when they were like, oh, what's the biggest foreign policy that you're worried about? She said, oh, Iran is the biggest threat to blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, God.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, Kyle, go out there, go hang out with those kids. Go write them letters, Kyle. Go tell them how much better things are. Go ahead. Listen, I understand the argument of like, well, things are better now because we get pediatric care and Meals on Wheels versus not having it. I understand that, but I want you to put a fucking sign on your background that says, yeah, but we're going to kill a lot of people, though. What's the statement you said, Dubster? We're going to have to kill a lot of Muslims first. The plan's going to happen, but we got to kill some Muslims first, right?
That is not what I said.
Okay, what was your catchphrase then? Go ahead.
That's what he threatened. Okay, go ahead.
I said, we're going to have a good economy, but some Muslims are going to die.
Okay, there you go. I want him to put a giant sign up that says, well, some Muslims are going to die. metaphorically speaking, for what you're saying to what Kyle's doing. Put a big sign up for that, Kyle. Oh wait, you can't let yourself look like a bad guy, can you? You're gonna do all the tricks.
Even though he does the same thing.
Yeah, he's gonna do all the tricks and rhetoric and statements to make himself
die.
look good. Okay, for once
It's
again,
not bad to let Muslims die.
okay, Dubster, I get that, but for Kyle though, he can't do that. He can't do that. It would ruin his show. It would ruin his show. But it's the truth, though, right? Things are better, but some Muslims have to die.
Yeah,
I'd say
many other
Arabs
things.
and other people around the world, but yeah.
In general.
Some people are going to have to die, but things are better. I want to have a giant sign, permanent ink, that never leaves his fucking background ever. That's what I want. Mr. Good Guy. Sure.
Like, why do people say, oh yeah, it's a selection, and then they're like, oh, elections work? I mean, it's just crazy.
Well, there's one thing.
I've never seen so many people who say that like it's a selection and they're like on board with everything, and then he won, and it's like, oh, yeah. It worked. Like elections actually worked. Like this is legit. It's like, wait, what? We were just saying everything was fake. Okay.
Listen, life is rough, and people make choices. I understand voters that are like, God, Trump's so bad. I'll take the alternative. It sucks, but I'll take the alternative. Or they maybe even genuinely think something like that. But I'm talking about Kyle.
If you think that everything is rigged to that degree, why would they? Anyway, yeah.
Fair enough. But I'm looking strictly at this motherfucker on screen. This midlife crisis little fuckface, Kyle. That's who I'm looking at. And it's like, you got the gold. Like, we're better. When he says we, he does mean Obama. He does mean Biden. He does mean Harris. In the video, actually the video that Asmongold is reacting to, I reacted to that, and Kyle is saying, we are better. When it was Mark Maron and Barack Obama, and they're like, look at Joe Rogan, so stupid. We are better. Obama's problem, he's too nice.
They talked about Trump with Obama?
Mark Maron did a podcast with Barack Obama, right?
And they talked about Trump?
Yes. And they brought up the ideas of Rogan and all that stuff, like attached to it. Where Kyle's like,
with that sphere. Okay, interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
And Kyle apparently forgot all of his past critiques of Barack Obama, and turned it into Barack Obama was too nice and played too nice.
Rather than
with the
hey, maybe they're like fucking with us.
Yeah.
Like for real.
Yeah. Well, Kyle is. I'm sorry. I view him as Alex Jones at this point. I've heard enough. Full of shit to me. Playing a game full of shit, and you know what? He looks good next to idiots like Asmongold. He looks like a fucking genius, doesn't he? But in reality, I'm like, yeah. Tell us how better they are when they're blowing up fucking people across the world. Tell us how much better they are, Kyle. He can't do it. He can't even say it to his fucking audience. Which is another red flag of, you're full of shit, aren't you? Vote Harris, things are better. Sure they are, my man.
Well, we wouldn't be in a government shutdown if Kamala Harris. All they have to do is admit that we wouldn't have a government shutdown.
Like, we'd have meals on wheels. It's like, hey man, I understand that argument.
Cancer research. Yeah.
Here was me being nice to Kyle. But hey man, I understand. Like, you'll get more maybe social benefits for, people in the country and all that stuff, or maybe some people around the world, where they get more programs towards them and all that stuff. I understand that.
Yeah.
But if you ignore the fact that they're going to blow people up and you hide it when it's campaign time, if you hide that, you're a little dweeby little midlife crisis little fuckface. And guess what?
So this is my thing.
Little rat would do that. I see 2 rats on screen right now. 2 little rats. That's what I say. But go ahead.
I agree. And that's my thing with the quote-unquote progressives, is that when they do talk about having these social safety nets like they have in Norway or Finland and Sweden and stuff, they don't really talk about the kind of quiet outsourcing that's done by a lot of the Scandinavian countries in terms of like plummeting countries as a third, fourth party, and sometimes more directly, but which is how they're able to pay for that stuff. So it's like, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just saying, it's like, it doesn't seem like such a happiest place in the world anymore, does it? Anyway. Yeah.
Well, they're
just saying.
I even understood more of the relativity game these guys played before, but then you hear things like they're cheating, so we should cheat too. Instead of like, isn't the answer by the people you're boosting up right now, Kyle? In the Democratic Party, like actually in office, not regular people, but people in office. Shouldn't their recourse be like, hey, here's a blatant corrupt thing that they're doing, and actually call it out? Do they do that?
Or talk about the entire like quote unquote systemic corruption. Get to like the root of it in terms of like, oh wait, okay, that's bad. This thing that I'm advocating for in this way, this is how they're using it over there, but it's like something that we're saying that we aspire to, but like it's at the hand of these people doing this and not leading to the thing that I'm saying that I'm against. It's, I don't know. Even on its face, there's a way to like you talk about this shit every day. How do you not?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like,
it just gets missed because it's like, it's just so normalized. Whether it's, I mean, I know I talk about this all the time. I'm the person who always talks about this. But whether it's like the secret wars in African countries or just the different places that like you're just not paying attention to.
yeah.
So, and again, not that those people don't have problems of their own, which they totally do, which is why it works.
For them, it's not. Anyway. It's not. I wish it was it's not a normal. It's obvious the action you take. If you have a president in office that you don't like, for whatever reason, and you actually want to take him down, there are obvious steps. There are obvious steps to do. And these guys are not willing to go there. They're not willing to go there. Somehow Kyle's not unaware of that. That AOC struggles to point out war crimes. That Bernie struggles to point out war crimes. That whoever you want, like they struggle at this for some reason. And it's like...
No, they stop at APAC.
It's like, well, Kyle, you can walk in there tomorrow based on your channel, Kyle. You apparently outflank these motherfuckers by miles in regards to information about what actually happens with the U.S. foreign policy. And somehow these guys can't find a way to actually critique it. It's crazy. They have these giant platforms. They go to rallies and speeches. They get thousands of people to show up. And somehow they can't think to fucking say something about this. Somehow. What a fucking hero. Swirly ice cream hair, midlife crisis fuckface is our fucking hero. Thanks, Kyle. Thanks, man. Also, I dunk on him in basketball. Just want to add that again. I crack his ankles and then yam on his fool.
Is he actually orange now?
Now you're just insulting him.
I am insulting him.
And you don't know if you'd be better at him.
I'm better than him at everything. Everything.
But you don't know if you're better than him at basketball is all I'm saying.
I'm better than him at everything. Because that's what he's walking. This is what this fool's walking around with. Bullshit like this, if you're carrying that around, you're trash. At everything. You're garbage. If this is what you carry around. In fact, when Kyle's off playing basketball, if he's not thinking about like, man, how am I fucking up today? Damn. Like, what is my point of what I do? Am I willing to lie to people to get a policy or something done, something politically done? That means your basketball is trash too. It's turning it into an actual waste of time instead of an actual expression. But let's move on. Let's keep playing Donkey A and Donkey B. Here we go.
Research. Not a single Republican came out. Not a single fucking Republican came out and criticized him for cutting child cancer research.
Oh my God!
Has it ever occurred to you that maybe the research was done in a way that was bad? Like every time that people say something like this,
answer, Subs.
The implication.
I know,
I get your point. What you're saying, but he's doing something different. He's doing something different, in my opinion. Asmongold.
No, but I'm saying that Kyle can't use that anymore. It's just it doesn't work, in my opinion. And under scrutiny, it won't work.
If someone was legitimately
bugging me out.
If someone was legitimately critiquing Kyle, they'd skip over that stuff. But, okay, we can look at that at some point. But like,
yeah,
Kyle,
but you give other
your
people
party
room
has
to
done.
focus on that. Yeah, but I'm saying that you give people room to focus on that because it's like easy to critique in terms of like what kind of research were they doing?
No, but Kyle will have an easier critique back. He'll have an easy rebuttal, and it'll get locked in that argument. See, look, when Biden was in office or when Obama was in office, these are the policies that were saving, childcare, healthcare went up this much.
That's the conversation he wants to have.
Family leave, all that shit, right? So
Well,
they both want to have
the
it
right
now.
would instantly come back with, isn't that just money laundering?
It's not going to work, Dubster, just so you know. I'm just saying, like, on the surface.
That's the
these two
actual
arguing.
right. That's the actual point that the right goes to is cancer research is not really fucking doing anything. It's
Well, then,
just
no, Kyle
stealing
describes
money.
it as like genetic editing, which then Asmongold doesn't make it, but you can make like the soft eugenics argument in terms of like the spectrum of eugenics.
Yeah, but like Trump, we already have Trump and the dedication of $500 billion towards cancer, whatever the fuck, with Larry Ellison, right?
You could have pointed that out too.
So it's like it's going to be a bullshit. It's going to be a nothing thing, a nothing burger as far as like a substantive argument, responses, rebuttals, all that shit.
No.
But if you bring it to foreign policy, they're both fucked. Bring it to foreign policy, they're both fucked.
You refer back to what Asmongold said at the beginning of this. If that's the case, then the right would say, then that's wrong what Trump did.
Is that what you're saying?
We're willing to say that.
You?
We're willing to say that.
Is that what you're saying?
But it's funny though. It's funny, Dubster. I'm glad you say that because I've heard Trump say, and Crystal, and Emma, and Sam, that the best thing that he ever did was Operation Warp Speed. And they agree with Trump and him doing that during the pandemic.
Well, I can't say most. Plenty of Republicans would say that was bad.
Okay, well, there's a lot of Democrats that would say it was good. And there goes the paradigm.
The original idea Asmongold was the original statement Asmongold was saying, that is what Kyle opened this with, was that basically the left is a monolith, except for behind closed doors. They'll critique each other behind closed doors, but whenever it's come to, we're talking Democrats versus Republicans, we're going to put all that closed door stuff behind.
That's a dumb conversation anyway, but he gets to the foreign policy part.
That's what Asmongold opened with, and that's accurate.
I don't care about that conversation, frankly. Respectfully.
Okay.
Can I before I
Democrats versus Republicans conversation?
Before I play, can I ask you this?
What I'm fucking saying.
It's kind of separate, but what do you view Asmongold as? Is he like on? Is he part of the we, or is he someone separate?
I don't know.
You don't know? That's fair enough.
I have no clue.
Fair enough.
I don't follow him enough.
Don't cry about it.
Watch some of these videos. I see some of his videos. I've seen maybe 5 of his videos. And then I see people like talk shit. The only thing I see responses by chefs to his $2 steak thing. That's about it. And I don't even fucking watch that. I just move on.
Yeah, basically same kind of. Well, I've seen probably much more of his content. The political stuff, I'm just like, this guy's such a fucking idiot. Christ. And I've seen some gaming stuff mostly. That's before I even heard him talk about politics, right? I was just curious because you said you were kind of agreeing with what he was saying, or saying like.
Well, I'm agreeing with what he was saying in the opening.
Okay, I was just curious if you had any deeper thoughts about him.
I don't know enough. Yeah, I don't know enough.
Fair enough. All right, let's keep playing this. Here we go.
And is that they're curing cancer or something like that? This is bullshit. Yeah. And also on top of that, just because you're doing research doesn't mean that it's a good allocation of government money. What if the research that you're doing is problematic? What if the research is not funded properly? What if you're getting too much money? There are all of these questions. It's like basically doing cancer research is not an immediate and infinite get out of jail free card from any degree of accountability and any amount of government oversight. What a crazy thing to say. But it's for cancer kids.
We know what you're doing.
Okay, great emotional argument. We love that. It's optics. Yeah, it's just optics. It's just the way that it sounds. Because the idea of, oh my God, he's cutting research for cancer kids. Oh no, that sounds bad.
By the way, there was one of those things was literally a cure that worked.
Oh, okay. So we had a cure. Let's get this straight.
Asinine.
We had a cure for cancer, We almost.
So what do you need
had it,
research still?
but Donald Trump and Elon Musk turned it off. Okay. Sure.
I'm going to wait for the more interesting parts of Kyle's
I'm not
video
kidding.
than-
It was a gene editing thing that they used to stop leukemia. They tried it on somebody.
Yes.
It worked. He cut the fucking funding.
Okay. So it worked on one person. Which, again, I'm not even sure whether this is true. I don't
He's so
have
dishonest.
I don't have it in front of me. I don't remember this happening at all, by the way. But, like, okay, so we have
100% just throw shit out there. Like, you can, like, imagine, like, dishonest nitpicking. Like, that's what it comes off as to me. Now we know it works, right? It's the same with the boats in the ocean. How do we know they're not drug dealers, huh? Like, well, that's not the point. The point is that they haven't given us evidence. And if they were drug dealers, you just blow them up in the middle of the ocean, right? You just do that. It's kind of like, but like I'm trying to work on the adult level and not with these fucking children I'm seeing on screen.
Is Kyle Kulinski referring to the Oracle guy's gene editing thing?
No, because Trump obviously funded that. I just brought that up, Larry Ellison. Or he funded something in regards to AI being able to detect certain diseases faster than, doctors, I guess. Right?
So the Oracle guy did cure somebody, and that's where it started, and that's why he got all the funding. But it was, and it's been broken down to this is not practical at this point for every single person on Earth. And it would require us all to fucking gene 23, or what's the fucking 23andMe thing, to the government. Why would we want to do that? Just so that we could cure cancer? If that's what Kyle was referring to, he's referring to Oracle.
Kyle's not referring to that, I don't think. I don't think he's referring to that. I don't know what he's referring to, but I doubt it's going to go to
I have no idea what
Larry
he's referring
Ellison
to, but it's just
Oracle.
like, it's like a glaring thing.
Yeah. I mean, okay, I understand like the simple things that Asmongold's going to rebuttal with. I want to hear some of the other stuff. Let's just rebuttal to, when Kyle's talking about gerrymandering and how we have to, stoop down to their level to deal with them. I'm curious, but here we go.
Person it happened on. Leukemia is cancer? Yeah, it's blood cancer.
National Weather Service, which literally led to deaths. It led to deaths. There was a late warning that went out because he cut the National Weather Service, and you have these kids at a Christian sleepaway camp who died. He cut...
Oh, fuck.
Yes, you can put on faces all you want.
Okay.
Make an argument.
I live in Texas. Meteorologists say the National Weather Service did its job in Texas. DOGE cut hundreds of jobs at the NWS, but experts who spoke to Wired says the agency accurately predicted the state's weekend flood risk. These are meteorologists. If you don't know, that's a weather wizard. Those are people that understand the weather. Okay. Well, would you look at that? Would you look at that?
+2 weather.
Sounds like some specific... And this is the thing, right? You give a specific example, and it falls apart.
Meals on Wheels.
Right.
He cut the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, which is the anti-scam police. No...
That was also his argument.
They weren't doing their job.
Warren, right?
They obviously had no fucking idea what they were doing. The scams have been through the fucking roof. So, yeah, wow. Well, let me get this straight. Okay, so there's a bureau of people that are supposed to stop scams, and you want to keep them on payroll? They sucked.
Republicans...
Yeah, but they help you get your money back.
Things. None of them. He fired 83,000 veterans.
They do.
Nobody
suck.
criticized it.
There's no way.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they do.
You can't fire veterans anymore.
But it's like,
Didn't you
it's
know
in a
that?
vindictive way.
We're not allowed.
What was that? Sorry.
It's done in a vindictive way. I don't think everybody who works at the Free Credit Bureau or whatever, the financial credit auditors or whoever they are, I don't think it's all terrible.
I know.
Because it was like little things like being able to get your money back from the airlines, things like that. That don't happen that often, but like, it's annoying. Or and then didn't they sue like Ticketmaster because they were stealing a bunch of money by marking up their prices?
I have no idea, but
Yeah.
the thing I am sure of is that the entire apparatus needs a fucking overhaul. That is as clear as day to me. So,
but it's like, but sure, that's true. But then it's like, but you're just chipping, like you're like chipping at the bit. And you have this hunk of rock, and it's like, good luck.
well, with Asmund, okay, I get what he's doing, but like the same thing applies to my logic to Kyle in general. Where it's like, oh, look at these victories we have over here. I'm like, but you're blowing up children over there.
Yeah.
And there's a version of that within the, you know, a protective bureau, financial protective, whatever the fuck it is, right? Within that, there's gonna be fucking problems there that it's like, yeah, things are better for us, but those guys lose.
But it's like, but why are you going after these places? I'm just curious as to like, how are you picking places to go dismantle? What is the thought process? There's never any justification.
There is no justification for it when you see Elon and the Trump administration doing that with Doge, right? There's like, sorry, it doesn't work. It doesn't make sense or work. But, you know, Asmongold will be like, well, those are those guys. I don't know them. So thus, he has the room to point out problems that these things have. And there is no answer for it. All Kyle can do is say, things are a little bit better. Like, go tell that to this person that got screwed over. This person that died. This person that got fucking shot.
Yeah.
This person that got
it's the same
bombed.
arguments with Obamacare. Where it's like, well, my premiums are going to go up. It's like, yeah, well, they're like, everybody's premiums went up. And it's like, yeah, but that's not a good thing. Like, that fucking sucks. But then it's like, oh, get rid of Obamacare. And it's like, but all these people are using it, especially in certain states, like Kentucky is one of them. And then you would be they would be screwed.
Yeah, on a social level. But if no one's, if we're not looking at things for the way they fucking are, in my opinion at least, in regards to like, oh, well, this isn't meant to, it's not a helper thing. This is not meant to help people, like really help people. I don't even think it's a fucking Band-Aid. I think it's a ticking time bomb is what most of these policies are, honestly.
Yeah, but some people want to watch the world burn. And I don't like that.
They have their own pathologies to deal with.
Yeah.
I just get worried when I see two dipshits on my screen that are going to get in that quote-unquote struggle session, which is a new word people keep using over and over again.
It's not new.
I know it's not new, but as far
as Marxist.
Like retarded is not new, but guess what? It's used extra more today because of social
they just talk about struggle, like these Marxist struggle sessions.
Well, yeah, that or pro-Israel struggle session, another one, but yeah, it's just lame. I don't see it. I see just lames. I'm looking at. That's all I'm getting. And no offense to the people that are like, your intentions are trying to do the right thing, and Consumer Protection Financial Bureau, whatever the fuck it's called,
FCB,
whatever. I get it, but it's like you're kind of lame by default, man. I get that you're trying to do the right thing. I would definitely appreciate that. But if you can't see someone taking, $20 out of your back pocket, you're kind of a lame for that, bro. Like it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's also a lot of like crypto stuff going on, so I assume they want to deregulate, kind of make room for that market.
Well, I'm done. I'm personally, mentally, psychologically, sociologically, I'm just fucking done with tea time small talk shit, bro. I'm not screaming for revolution, like grab your guns revolution. I mean like psychological revolution, where it's like, yo, I'm done with anything that's fucking bullshit. I'm done with it. That's the only thing that I can see as being like actually moving in the correct direction, in my humble opinion. Because if these are the lames we're dealing with, these two motherfuckers, or the politicians they're trying to support in a way, it's
your paradigm.
It's so lame. It's fucking lame. And it's like, I get it. You think like, okay, I do the right thing by doing this paperwork over here and fighting for this county over there. I get it, but like, Address the elephant in the fucking room, man. That's my opinion. I could be
Do you
wrong.
know that the elephant exists?
Well, why aren't you looking for one? Would be my counter answer. Meaning, like, no
Maybe they go
excuse
out of their
for
way
me.
not to see one.
Well, that's a problem then, right?
Exactly.
That's a problem. But all right, let's keep playing. I'm gonna hit play, but be right back. Here we go.
Allowed to fire veterans. Another emotional appeal.
He fired 250,000 government workers overall. Nobody fucking
Good. It should have been more.
criticized it when he cut U.S. aid, cutting off malaria medication from going to people who need it, HIV medication.
Oh, no. That's right. It's America's responsibility to pay for people that have HIV and AIDS in Africa. That's right. Oh, yeah.
People have been dying in droves. They didn't
Is he specifying in America or not? No, he's not. It's because it's not happening in America. He's right that USAID was funding the lives of a number of people outside of America. This is absolutely true. And that's why a lot of people voted to get rid of it. It's because you have people here that are dying from lack of medical care. You have people here that don't have housing. And so why is it that we are allocating money and resources to stopping HIV and AIDS in countries that are not our own, but we're not able to keep houses?
Webster, we know you
Talk
agree
about
with that.
veterans.
You don't have to say.
Why are there any homeless veterans? Where is the priority list that a veteran ever gets outranked by a person in Africa?
No, I was saying, Webster, we know you agree with that. So
That's not the place that I'd want to live in. I'll tell you that. That's
I'm afraid
crazy.
to
to me.
ask what.
oh, he's talking about how
Criticize
it's not
it.
America's responsibility to eradicate HIV in Africa.
Okay. I think the good guy would try to do that, right? But once again,
America first.
we're 30 degrees away from the idea of good. Now it's all about practicality and strategy. Shout to Kyle
33 degrees
and
away.
Asmongold. There you go, even better. Shout to Kyle and Asmongold.
And the Masons
Manly P. Hall, shout out to you. All right, here we go.
of the free persuasion.
There we go. Shout out to Rick Ross. All right, here we go.
Because I agree with it. Yeah, I agree with it. Good call. W.
your minds, and that's just Elon. I didn't even mention Trump.
Which, by the way, and also all of these examples here that he's given are policy decisions and not actual violence. I was discussing things like Charlie Kirk and Jay Jones in the clip. And so he's misinterpreted what I've said.
Is it Jay or
And he's
Zay?
even making an argument
Zay,
that doesn't even make sense in the context of what I
A
said.
football player, honestly.
So not only did you get the argument wrong, but to the extent that you're making your other argument, that one's also wrong.
Trump has been bombing random dinghy fishing boats with innocent people in them.
How do you know that? You really think?
What?
What about the submarine?
How do we know that? It's on their accounts, unless it's AI. It's like, and actually said that while watching Kyle's video. I think it was in Kyle's video where I said this. I'm like, even if it's AI, like, why would you lie about doing this? They put out AI videos of them blowing up fucking boats in the middle of the ocean. Why would you lie about that? What do you actually achieve by doing that? So, like, either way, it's like, it's fucked either way. So, let's hear what Rat Boy has to say.
It's like, at that point, it's like hyper real, hyper politics, where you're like simulating the image that you're trying to portray. It's like, what?
I don't care
What's
if you're the
happening?
most corrupt, conditioned, whatever person on planet Earth. No one wants to be lied to. Maybe they'd rather do the lying themselves, depending on their motives and shit like that, but
Going out of your way. That's like really,
yeah.
why would you have to lie about that? It's too complicated.
I would think people want
I
to
think
know
they're just
everything.
blowing people up.
Yeah. Except about
Sometimes
themselves.
the simplest.
But other people, yeah, they want to know everything. Fuck that. So, yeah, Asmon, I don't know what he's saying here exactly. I
Oh, he'll tell you. Let him tell you.
swear to God, Pete Hexath was like, we blew up another boat today. Just posted on fucking Twitter somewhere. All right, here we go.
Not only did you get the argument wrong, but to the extent that you're making your other argument,
Whatever.
that one's also wrong.
Trump has been bombing random dingy fishing boats with innocent people in them.
How do you know that?
Oh, how do you know they're innocent? Okay.
What about the submarine? Was that a fishing submarine too?
Kyle did do that.
Do you really think that they're blowing up? Really think that they're fishing boats? As well. This is an innocent fishing submarine. Don't you guys have those? With 4 motors on them. Yeah, and by the way, so let me get this straight. So the U.S. government can read a license plate with a satellite from outer space, but you think that a Twitter post that said that the people were innocent is more accurate than that?
This is a dumb fuck argument. In debate bro words, appeal to authority. Either way, once again, I throw all that in the fucking trash can. If you find people moving drugs to the U.S. or whatever the fuck, is your first action to just blow them up?
Yes.
No.
According to Asmongold. That's their punishment.
Yeah, if you're an idiot, yes. Blow them up.
No, that's the argument he makes.
It's it's just like, here's the thing. You know what? I'd be like, hey, if that's what you actually believe, okay, fine. But I always do that little thought experiment. Like, hey, if Jesus floated down, what would you do then? I'm sorry. Like, in reality. Sure, there's plenty of bravado in the world, but like in actual reality, these fools would be shitting their fucking pants. Meaning, what happens if your decisions and the words you say out loud actually matter? That's the point of the thought experiment. So he can say all the fucking words he wants on his fucking YouTube channel, right? But in reality, it's like, there's no way that's your first action to take. Just blow them up. There's no fucking way.
Playing a character.
And
it's
obviously,
method acting.
And then, yeah, well, and then tying to that, why do you just take what they're saying as proof of anything? Why is it because Trump said so or Hex said so? Right now, Southcom.
That's more credible than the random tweet that I guess Kyle's referring to.
If it's so credible, then prove it. Like, show it to us. Prove it to us.
No. Take his word.
But logically, like, if he's telling me that, like, seeing the boats blow up is unclassified, but the actual drugs on the boats are classified, make that make sense. The actual, the investigation, the details of what's going on in that boat, the people that are in there, that's classified. But them actually killing them is unclassified. Make that make sense. It doesn't make sense in reality. It doesn't make sense. But luckily for Asmongold, he's dealing with dumb fuck Dairy Queen haircut, Kyle Kulinski. Thankfully for him. And, you know, he's going to stand, like, this is why I kind of stopped covering Asmon, because he's going to stay on the outskirts and kind of just dance with the content and he's making shitloads of money off of all of this. Shitloads of money off of this. And his audience is not going to go away because, just blow them up. Fuck it. They're not going to walk away from that because it's almost like a video game. Let's be honest. The way he covers it, it's so unserious. There's no, like, it's like, hey, guys, we're blowing people up in the middle of fucking, like, think about that. Hey, audience, like, think about that. What the fuck? What is that? Just, like, he's allowing no room for, like, the inkling of a thought where it's like, what if that was you? Like, as simple and kindergarten level that is. There's no room for it, apparently. Honestly, I think there's no room for Kyle either because of the way he talks about it as well. But you know what? Let's matter of fact everything. Here we go.
The satellite from outer space, but you think that a Twitter post that said that the people were innocent is more accurate than that? Sure.
Depends on what Twitter post is what the honest person would say.
And nobody on the right has been criticizing it at all.
Because they agree with it, because it's the right thing to do. It is. Absolutely. Blow up the boats. Without even a question. How could you be against that?
He is trolling so hard.
I mean, these are people.
Were you and James watching this and calling this shit Tim Pool. This guy's so full. He's a straight up actor. He's not like
No,
Timmy.
I watched it, and I was like, "Is this serious?" But
no,
he
it's-
sounds like he's serious.
No, he fucking doesn't. No, he fucking doesn't, dude. No
That's
chance.
his art. Let him talk. He's gonna justify it.
No chance. I'm gonna say some crude ass shit, but the levels that people go to, for like he's like, here's the thing about Asmongold. It's almost like he's openly doing this act thing for content, like openly. But it's like,
So does Tim.
no, it's different. It's different. Timmy's actually like, he's really trying to sell a narrative. He's like really trying to sell it.
He's just more ambitious.
This guy's look at his fucking face, Sebs. Look at his face.
Tim is just more
Look at
ambitious.
this.
I'm telling you. It's the same thing.
This is why I stopped. I used to do like, yo, what the fuck's this guy say? Like, I'm ranting and raving, and then 10 minutes in, I'm like, oh, this guy's fucking trolling, isn't he? He doesn't even believe what he's saying. He's just saying it. Like, hey, man, Trump just killed 5 babies, yesterday. Well, sometimes babies are, maybe they didn't put their toys away today, or
If he's always trolling, then why did he apologize about the
they're
Palestine
making noise
thing?
during lunchtime. Maybe they had to go.
Didn't he
Right?
apologize about the Palestine thing? If you're trolling, then why would you need to apologize?
Maybe you went too far for Twitch's terms of service, and had to. Apparently, this doesn't break Twitch's terms of service, but the other one did. It got him banned for a little bit.
Oh, he got mass reported, probably.
Yeah.
That's usually what does it.
Yeah, it was like he went too far about a subject that I guess Americans cared more about. Right? I don't think anyone cares about the fucking boats, which once again mind blowing to me. But don't worry, I've had people in my comments make in their minds coherent arguments that like these guys don't have faces like Charlie did, right? When I was comparing,
But this
the two.
is a thing that people are saying. Like you heard Andrew Schulz saying, "Well, these are criminals on the boats," and people are crying about them being blown up. It's like, what the fuck? So it's not like this is not like a random troll thing. It's a narrative I'm hearing, and I'm like, why are you? What is this?
Hey man, if I was a scriptwriter, I'd point at Israel for every little thing that happens on planet Earth. In which case, you miss out on what the U.S. fucking does, especially when they identify with that thing. That's us. That's us. I voted for that guy, or whatever. I campaigned for him. Right? The idea, like Trump, kind of represents the idea of the American apparatus thing, right? The higher ups in America, and it's like, why not point at Israel instead? Be a perfect fucking maneuver for the villain in a movie. But yeah, look what they're doing. Meanwhile, and once again, these are your kindergarten psychological techniques, kindergarten level, and people are falling for these things. But whatever. I mean, Asmon's just a regular guy with a stained T-shirt and Taco Bell under his bed. There we go.
Because it's the right thing to do. It is. Absolutely. Blow up the boats. Without even a question.
Blow up the boats.
How could you be against that?
I need him to be on a fainting couch.
I mean, these are people that are trying to bring drugs to our country.
The same face when he's talking about speed runs. Like, yes, of course, that's what you do.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that's what you do. Like the same character. Here we go.
It is. Absolutely. Blow up the boats. Without even a question. How could you be against that?
Okay.
I mean, these are people that are trying to bring drugs to our country that are going to kill our people. If I saw somebody running at my house with a bomb, I would want to shoot them before they got to my house. I wouldn't want to try to apprehend them, arrest them, and try to put them through a whole process. No, you just fucking shoot them. And he'd do the same thing.
They've all been lying and pretending these are narco.
Remember, I've heard this guy campaign, for donation things for Ukraine. Quote-unquote left-leaning, thing to do, I guess.
Asmongold?
Yeah. Probably got some
Well, I
pushback.
don't agree with him there.
Probably got some pushback. And he's like, you know what? This is all stupid. I'm just going to take money from all of you. I wouldn't be surprised if he said, fuck it. I'm just going to fucking win. I don't care about these topics. Fuck all of you. I wouldn't be surprised, man. Yeah, both my fucking parents are dead. Fuck everything and fuck everyone. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do half my audience will think I'm Stephen Colbert, the Colbert Report. Half will think I'm Bill O'Reilly. Half will believe me. He's just like, fuck it. Just do it. I would not be surprised. Even a tiny spit. So let's continue. Here we go.
Put them through a whole process. No, you just fucking
You're a
shoot 'em.
complete grifter.
And he'd do the same thing.
Just fucking shoot him. Hey, Asmon, do you have any guns?
They've all been lying
No.
and pretending these are narco-terrorists and Trump.
They're lying. Okay, where's the argument that
They're
they're
killing the right people and stuff. This is
He is.
insane. This is insane.
It's insane. Okay, well, that's a good argument for why they're not narco-terrorists. Yeah, no, I'm sure the fishing submarine, it was just a bunch of, like poor innocent Venezuelans who were just trying to get by, and they only had enough money to cobble together for one submarine. And you know what they say, right? You got to fish where the fish are.
They blow up a
and
submarine.
so they had to go
I'm not sure I heard
underwater
that.
to get the fish.
I don't think I've heard
Even
that
if they were,
Okay. So even if they
According
were,
to
right?
Pete
Okay.
Hegseth.
So now we've already
Run to Pete Hegseth? Well, if it
I
was a
believe so.
Venezuelan submarine, I think they'd fire back at some point. We're like, okay, they're going right towards killing us, so let's shoot them back. I'd have to imagine that'd be the case, right?
No idea.
Or is it like, all right, they just killed some of our military? Who cares? Fuck it.
It's just something that, from what I heard, that was in passing in one of his briefings, but it wasn't really clear.
Well, I haven't seen video of these submarines that were blown up. I've seen just regular ass boats that have been blown up.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
shifted. We've already shifted from
11 minutes.
no,
in,
there's
I'm
no
wrecked.
way this is the case. But if it was the case, okay, here we go.
trafficking narcotics,
Yes.
the penalty is not instant death. Are you?
Yeah, it is. And if it's not, it should be. How about that?
I don't think he believes anything he's saying. It's hard to.
Are you
react to him.
ridiculous? Oh my!
Yeah, why not? Really, why not? Who gonna stop us? Yeah, exactly. Fuck them.
My God, we're only 24 seconds into a 2-minute clip. I don't know if I can fucking get through this.
I'm only
thing.
3 minutes into his clip. I don't know if I can get through this either.
I don't know if I might like fucking
I'm only 11 minutes in to this clip, and here we go.
have an aneurysm on air.
Like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't matter that much. Who cares? And I think that has radicalized a lot of people. And I'll view that, and we can contrast this now with, you remember whenever they had all those text message leaks and it was all those young Republican people talking about how much they liked Hitler? And nobody really cared about that anymore. And the reason why, it's because left-wing
I'm
people
seeing
have
two of
established
him
basically
tripping
a
me out.
standard, and now right-wing people are living up to it.
He flipped the truth exactly on its head.
Okay.
This is insane. It's been the exact opposite. My entire adult life, it's been the opposite. There was literally a slogan that the Democrats had about how much we're pussies. Michelle Obama came out and said, when they go low, we go high.
Oh,
that
that's what that
dominated
was.
a generation of Democratic thought.
Oh shit, for real?
Then why'd you guys burn down all the stuff in BLM?
You see that? Like the obvious thing is like, but their policy says nothing. It's not nowhere near the idea of that. It maybe, I guess, in regards to Republican policy, but as far as like actual tenets of like actual integrity towards that idea, it's not actually there, except for rhetoric. That's it. But instead of Asmongold going that direction, he leans into what Kyle's doing, which is why they're both fucking clowns to me. It's a joke to watch both these motherfuckers, bro. It actually is. These guys are so horrendous. But Asmongold at least comes off as more comical because he's like, let me take the worst of this idea and like run that direction.
And run with it. And run with it.
Yeah. Almost on
He's
purpose.
method acting.
But I mean, Kyle, like, Kyle might be seeing like content heaven too. Like, oh my god, if I can get Asmon fans to show up on my channel and start watching me, it'll help the Democratic Party.
He's trying to get a bigger share of the market.
Yeah. If you help the Democrats, then one day we'll have AOC as president. Yeah.
Yay.
Can't wait, Kyle. But it's like, what a boring life to live. Like, Asmon and Kyle, you both have millions of dollars, man. Go do something else. Go fucking jet skiing and shit. Go to the Caribbean. Go vacation somewhere. Like, go do that instead, man. You're not needed. You add no wisdom to the fucking pot at all. Go do something else. Asmon, like, you don't want to go outside? Play fucking video games all day. Do that instead. Leave this political, sociological shit alone. And I'm just saying, like, I'm not mad at hearing anyone's opinions. Just like I don't think I get one when listening to these two. I don't think I get an actual opinion. I think I get a strategy. One for some trust the plan, future politics, like Kyle, or someone doing it for content, maybe entertainment. The troll. I don't know. I don't know what Asmon's
What
here
he's saying
for.
is not crazy. It's stuff that like I do hear, which is why it's weird.
Who, Asmon?
Yes.
I'm telling you, it's crazy. I think he thinks it's crazy. Thus, he's
I
playing.
know,
This
but what I'm
crazy
saying is,
character.
it is something that I am hearing that's
Oh, yeah.
creeping its way into the discourse. That's why it's like, huh? Why? Like, of course, this is an obscene version of it, but like, it does exist in the in the places where they do make policy. So that's why it's like concerning to me.
Fair
Because
enough.
he wouldn't just be saying this if it wasn't like in the ether in some way.
Oh yeah, it's like
So
in response to this video we're making, we're probably gonna get like a certain amount of like dedicated dweebs that show up. Tell us we talk too much, as Asmon's talking too much, type of thing. They get just like,
he's not
oh
saying
wow, these
anything
guys are
though.
bots. Yeah, but doesn't matter. It's the vibe of the time.
Then they can go to his video and watch it.
No, but it's not. You want to vibe out. You know what I'm saying? Extra vibe out.
I don't know what that means.
You get the vibe out with the content. It's not about what they're saying. It's about the vibes, bro.
Because they're not even listening to the people's own
No.
words.
No.
Why don't they just listen to music then?
No, it's not real enough. Listen, I've heard a guy like, yo, check this song out. And the song was terrible. But the guy actually went on a shooting spree. And that's why the song was cool. Because he actually went on a shooting spree. Now it's just like ass
Come on,
backwards.
Josh.
No. It's an ass backwards logic of authenticity, right? But like that's all they they're kind of body at this point. It's kind of body, if you know what I mean. Like it's human bots running around here. They're not they're humans, right? But I'm saying like the mentality that they're actually trying to approach is like a bot.
Well, yeah, it's like
Josh.
they're like software that gets updated. It's like
Kinda. And their idea of authenticity means, yo man, I shot 5 people. Yo, he really did shoot 5 people. Awesome, he's real. That's real. Meanwhile, that guy might go through like an album worth of mental illness to why he shot 5 people, right?
yeah,
Of trauma, of
Death is pretty real.
pathology, and all that stuff.
Yep.
That led him to do that. But that's you can't look at that because he didn't say it's not on the album anywhere. But he did shoot 5 people, so that's real. That means he's real. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, let's continue. Sorry for philosophizing about society. Here we go.
Why'd you burn down the Teslas? That doesn't sound like going high. Maybe getting high,
Burn down
but
the
not
Teslas.
going high.
Yeah, lean into it.
So because Michelle Obama said something, now everything that Democrats do is automatically good. Well, why didn't I think of that?
They go low, we go high.
Yeah.
And then what happened? The Republicans decided to shatter the filibuster record under Obama.
Is he reading that? Oh my
Literally
god.
came out and said, I'm going to propose
Wow.
your
Yeah, he reads
ideas,
a lot.
Republicans. I'm going to do the things you say you love. I'm going to do a healthcare plan that came from the Heritage Foundation, a right-wing think tank, and Mitt Romney, the Republican, did it in Massachusetts as the governor. I'm going to do your plan.
Uh-huh.
And
Obama
Republicans
did
had
that
previously
Why do you
all
praise him
supported
for
this
that?
plan.
Nice.
As
I
soon
think
as-
the
What the
Republicans treated Obama too harshly too. Honestly,
Obama's being
I
nice.
generally
Oh
agree
my
with
god,
you.
yeah. I think this
I
is
think
where I stopped.
Republicans they stopped
Just
them
like,
from appointing.
he's doing the thing where because Joe Rogan did that before, where he's like, yeah, I will admit Obama was a very, very presidential. I mean, he's very well spoken. He does this thing. Like he was talking to Andrew Schulz about it, and it was just really interesting where they're like positioned themselves as like, oh, when Obama does something good, I praise him. When Trump does something good, I praise him to like soften the blowback that they've been getting. Just annoying. But yeah.
Oh my god, he talks so good. Whoa.
Like, yeah, the
Oh,
Republicans
God.
were kind of fucked up. The way that the Republicans treated Obama was kind of fucked up, actually. I do agree with that, Kyle. It's like...
Call him what he is. He's a lame. He's a fucking lame. He's once again, swirly haired, midlife crisis, nipple ring having fuck face.
He's a Ken doll.
He's not a Ken doll either. Not a Ken doll. He's like
it's Crystal. It's Crystal, Barbie, and Ken.
No. He's midlife crisis Ken. he's got
midlife crisis kind of works. Yeah.
He's got the convertible. There's cocaine on the dashboard. You know, he's blasting 80s rock. Got the nipple rings, bro. Midlife crisis Ken doll.
He's got the shades on. He's got like he's definitely got a little thing where you smoke out of. What are the vape? He's definitely vaping. He's a vaping bro. Massive clouds. Smoke clouds. But yeah, that's Kyle.
It's a nice day
with Crystal Barbie.
Start again. Wow. All right, here we go.
Eric Garland as Supreme Court Justice,
which I think Obama.
I think this is how far I made it. No, I think this is how far, because I think when he started saying that about Obama, I'm like, oh, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. I'm not gonna listen to you talk about Obama's fucking, like the Republicans being mean to Obama.
Yeah.
As a way to make yourself look like, oh, I'm just being reasonable. It's like, okay. No.
I wonder if he gets to the cheating part. If he doesn't go here soon, I'm just gonna skip to it. I'm curious about that, but
which is the cheating part?
Within this video, when Kyle brings up gerrymandering, right? And he's like, okay. Republicans gerrymander. So you know what? The Democrats, they did the same thing in California, right? They started changing districts around and all that stuff. Yes. Mm-hmm. And he says, listen, when these guys cheat, we got to cheat too, is essentially what he says. I kid you not.
Okay. Hmm.
We've been too nice for too long. When they cheat, we got to cheat, but better.
Okay.
Here we go.
Republicans, like they stopped them from appointing Merrick Garland as Supreme Court Justice, which I think Obama did have the purview to do.
If you can find that.
Throughout his entire tenure as being president, that did happen. Like, I mean, he's right about this. Yeah, absolutely.
I can definitely that.
We're against it. We're against it. How dare you?
I think the ACA was bullshit. And I think that the best way to tell that the ACA was bullshit is that all of these different insurance companies had their fucking stock go way up after it got passed.
Easy win handed to Asmongold in regards to that. Like, it's like, and Kyle, when he did that video about Mark Maron and Barack Obama, and he's just like glowing about I'm not gonna say glowing, but he's like not talking about the obvious corrupt things that Barack Obama did as fucking president, and instead inferring that Barack Obama was being too nice as a president. It's like, well, that healthcare plan wasn't. It wasn't like, oh my God, let's reach across the aisle and hold hands in solidarity. It was more so the money flows right to insurance companies. Look at that. Look what the ACA accomplished. Almost like mandatorily dealing with shitty-ass corrupt insurance companies. Duh. And Kyle covered... I went and played back videos of Kyle from years ago saying like, yeah, this is wrong, this is corrupt. This is why Barack Obama sucks. This is why Bernie Sanders is awesome. But I guess he lost that. I guess his brain broke or something. People are blaming Crystal for this. I think Anthony was kind of, it's Crystal's fault. She turned him into this. I'm sorry, Crystal seems more towards what Kyle used to be than Kyle sounds right now. Did Kyle like get the batteries in his back and go way further than she did or something? I don't know, but like, there's no way to like justify. Like, it doesn't work for me in my brain. I'm like, yo, you're Alex Jones at this point. You really are. Selling one side versus another, bro. You were Alex Jones to me. And I'm sorry, but it is what it is. Once again, when I first came back to YouTube, right? And I'm reacting to Kyle videos, like kind of initially, like, I think was the first video I think it was Kyle. And once again, I avoided politics for like, not avoided, but like, I'm just like not interested for like, I sort of like the whole Biden administration, damn near. I hear stories here or there, but I didn't really like dive into it like I am right now. And that first video hearing Kyle, I'm just like, oh my god.
Because you were protecting Biden.
Oh yeah, sure. I was funneling people into the Democratic Party through video gaming.
You were protecting. Your silence is violence. Good.
I apologize for that, but
Glad you admit that. It's on the record.
But yeah, it's just like you come back and you see this guy had dyed hair and a suit on. Like, yeah, who
Bro.
the fuck is this guy? And you hear his talking points. I'm like, ew. Like, what the heck? Why do you, like, you're supposed to get wiser as you get older. Why are you going backwards? Why are you going downhill? Like, what is this shit? And since then, every piece of content I hear of Kyle, even when I'm like, not even, I'm like, once again, I think all my Kyle videos, I'm not even looking to like shit on him. Swear to God, it's like him saying like, "Oh my God, did you hear about this about Trump?" Right? I'll like, okay, let me watch it. Let me react to it. Right? But somewhere in the video, he brings up, "This is why the Democrats are better." Like somewhere in the middle of his videos, he does that every fucking time that I've seen. And it's just like, "Oh my God, you were horrendous. You were Alex fucking Jones. You were Alex Jones." It's like taking the dummies on the internet celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, right? It's like, okay, that's bad enough. Okay, tell me about it. And I'll watch that a little bit, and then at some point they'll be like, here's why the Republicans are so much better. And it's like, yo, this is bullshit slop fucking content. It's dog shit. It's make-believe. It's bullshit. It's lying. And that's what I see from Kyle. Like, I swear to God, every fucking video since I came back to YouTube, I catch him lying in one video or the next. Like, all of them. He's lying in all of them. That I've seen, at least. And it's fucking like, how are we not, like... Yo, Kyle fans, you don't see this? Is it because Trump's in office, so like Kyle looks smart right now? What happens if, like, it has to beg the question, what happens if Harris won? What would Kyle be saying? Isn't that, like, bad? Isn't that dishonest? Isn't it lazy? Christ's sakes. I'm sorry, but anyone who's like, yo, how'd you fall for Asmongold, you idiot? I'm gonna go watch Kyle. I'm calling that person a fucking idiot too, at this point. It's that bad. It's that bad. And I promise you, to heaven to earth, I promise, I try to be fair. I try to be honest. But I'm telling you right now, Kyle is full of shit. Full of love shit. It's hard not to notice that shit. Whatever. Okay, I'm done rambling. Let's hear this shit. If I get bored, I'm just going to skip to the fucking part where Kyle brings up cheating, hopefully. Here we go.
The Affordable Care Act, the Obamacare, was the main thing that Obamacare was caring for were the insurance companies and private healthcare companies.
That's kind of
It
Kyle's
was
point.
Mandatory welfare for those companies. It was a joke. Now, the Republicans didn't want what I want, which is universal health care. They don't want that.
Yeah,
however,
he jumped over.
What like again, what Obama did wasn't good either.
It's communist for us to do the healthcare plan that we came up with. This is who we're dealing with.
Okay.
They broke the filibuster record.
Sure.
They fucking...
The Republican candidate for mayor also wanted universal health care.
Okay.
Curtis Lee. It's just an interesting thing that I'm hearing from people with mixed political views.
Okay.
It's like, okay, cool.
Well,
It's like aligned with Trump. Yeah, and I want universal health care. It's like, huh, okay, how does that work?
Well, let's be honest. Asmon's probably not reacting. He's probably watched this video already, right? He probably watched Kyle's video already. And thus, he's going to outflank him on, like, in words. Essentially outflank him.
Oh, yeah, like he's prepared his responses kind of thing? Probably,
yes.
yeah.
Yes, because Kyle gave us the narrative that Obama was trying to be nice by going with a Republican healthcare plan. And Asmongold's like, well, you know what? They all suck. I like universal healthcare. Which is supposed to be Kyle's position, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
He should say the Obamacare fucking sucks, but instead he's using it as a weapon to go against Republicans for. I think it's crazy, that shit crazy. But here we go.
us to do the healthcare plan that we came up with. This is who we're dealing with.
Okay.
They broke the filibuster record.
Sure.
They fucking instantly rejected their own ideas. Obama would do things like cut small business taxes, and they would attack him for it, even though, again, that's their ideas. You want to talk about radicalized. 100% is the exact opposite. Democrats and liberals and leftists have been...
No, for sure. People were negative about Obama. Yeah, definitely. I think that was stupid. It was stupid then. It's still stupid.
What?
Radicalized by Republicans being so fucking insane. Trump tried to coup the government. Trump lost an election to Joe Biden, and then he did fake elector slates, which was illegal, by the way, but he fucking got away with it.
Yes.
Then they had January 6th, the violence at January 6th. Even after the violence, Trump was still making phone calls saying, don't certify Joe Biden.
And this is the difference between, I think, a lot of liberals and people like me. Like leftists like this will bend over backwards to justify why it was actually a good thing that we spent an entire year burning down auto zones, looting 7-Elevens, and destroying every city during BLM. They'll bend over backwards justifying why it's actually a good thing that you're destroying Teslas, or why it's a good thing that you had people that were, like Jay Jones, who's having conversations, fantasizing about killing people he's running against politically, right? The difference between, I think that myself and people like him is that I can easily say January 6th was a bad thing. It was awful.
He's gonna roll him PR-wise, dude.
It's bad. The problem is that in a lot of cases,
Kyle, Kyle, this guy's an idiot. You're gonna let him roll you, bro? He's gonna roll you. We just say no, all right, I do like universal healthcare. You're gonna have to say that, Kyle. You do realize that, right? He's snatching away the arguments that Kyle's supposed to be making. He's snatching them from him. He is. Yo. Gonna PR you, bro. I'm just saying. All right, here we go.
People like Kyle are unwilling to cede any ground or to look at anything objectively. They see everything through the lens of what their side wants, and they're not looking at it in any sort of an objective or realistic way. Obviously, January 6th was bad. Now, I think that it was very clearly misrepresented. And if you don't think so, then, maybe the BBC should hire you as a lawyer because they admitted that it was misrepresented and apologized for it. So very clearly it was misrepresented. But even in its best representation, it was still bad. But you don't need to come up with excuses for it. This is the problem. And that's the whole point that I'm making. That was the entire point of my clip, is that whenever Republicans, like what I was saying, do something bad, like January 6th, people like me, at least, call it out and say, hey, that was pretty bad. You shouldn't do that. I didn't see that happen with Tesla bombings. I don't see that happen with Jay Jones. How about that? Very interesting.
He was asking politicians not to certify Joe Biden.
Yes.
That's insane. That is insane. And so they do the extreme shit. They do the crazy shit.
To be fair, this was after 4 years of them trying to delegitimize Trump's presidency by him being connected to Russia. This happened even before he became president, that they were trying to delegitimize him. So I don't think that 2020, the election there,
that Kyle actually
I don't think that was the culmination of election denial. I think that it started with Donald.
Hey, go ahead.
Kyle's made statements where he sounds exactly like Asmongold
and
is right now.
I wouldn't be surprised if Asmon knows that, which is just, once again, the wreckage I'm watching right now. It's like, yeah, Asmongold's a fucking idiot. And Kyle, Kyle, he's repeating your points back to you. Like the things that people like you for, Kyle, he's saying them back to you. Yeah, ACA. Like fuck the ACA. Universal healthcare. I'm with that. which is what stereotypically Kyle's supposed to be saying, right? That's supposed to be his thing. I'm sorry, dude.
He's taking all the wind out of Kyle's thing.
Exactly. What's Kyle, how are you gonna respond to this? Are you gonna say like, no, he's lying for the sake of, like, he's actually a Republican? he loves Trump, and you know he's just lying. He's lying and trying to make me look bad, but really he likes Trump. Is that your fucking response, Kyle? Where the fuck is that gonna go? You let dumb fuck Asmon play you, bro. You just got fucking played. And wait till it gets to the cheating part. I can't wait to hear that part. Oh my dear lord. Here we go.
Donald Trump. Now, in I'd say 2012, like when was the last election? I guess 2000 was a little bit uncertain because of the hanging Chad thing with like Gore and Bush. But overall, before that, I mean, I feel like most elections, people pretty much accepted them. But I would say that even with denying the election, there was, remember the hashtag not my president, where people were saying that, oh, he's just, got elected because of Russia. So really, I mean, while I do say that January 6th was a bad thing, I don't think that, again, Republicans did not invent election denial. I think that Democrats at that point had spent 4 years doing it with Donald Trump to begin with. And it turned out that all
but that's actually the case, I believe, with the whole Russiagate stuff. That's kind of what that was. That was their moratorium for losing the fucking election, right? That was their autopsy of the election. Was Russia helped them somehow?
Yeah.
On the mainstream level.
Instead of acknowledging that they were abandoned by the working class.
Exactly. And Kyle's made videos about like the same fucking points. That's insane to me. This fucking rat boy is outflanking you, bro. Not in like character, in strategy. He's outflanking you. In my opinion, I think he's doing strategical kind of debate bro shit, but like through like reactions, debate bro shit. Yeah, you're getting pummeled, Kyle. Okay, pause. There we go.
That, by the way, was bullshit. He will not divide us. Yep, there it is.
But
oh yeah,
we're the problem?
Stevens. It's really weird how he's celebrating ACA while also celebrating the assassination of a CEO who benefited the most from things like ACA. I don't know if he's celebrating his real name right now. Stuff. I have no idea.
Shia LaBeouf.
We're the ones who never fucking criticize our own. Are you kidding me? How quickly do Democrats throw each other under the bus?
Not quickly enough with Jay Jones, for example, and that one just happened. Yeah, you can go back.
What's Jay Jones?
Stupid
what's Jay Jones? What's that reference?
Yeah, it was.
That is a district attorney that won recently. I think he's Virginia. I'm pretty sure, and he.
Oh, the one that called to kill somebody, and they still elected him.
He didn't call to kill someone. I think that's a misreading of it. If you're trying to be honest with the words that are actually on screen, like in text, right? Not his voice, not his body mechanics or body language, but actual text. The actual text came off as, "You're gonna get what you deserve." Not from me. I don't think he's saying like from me. I'm gonna fucking cause harm or enact revenge on you. But like, if you keep supporting these stupid fucking policies, good. Go see what happens. I think that was the logic.
What was he supporting? The person he was saying.
Fuck. It was someone in particular. It wasn't Charlie Kirk, but it's something like yeah, I'll sit back and watch if this happens to this person's family or them themselves, or they end up dead or something like that. It's because look at the policies you guys support or the rhetoric you guys support. You know what? It's kind of just desserts. Like you earned it. You know what I'm saying?
I would have to know the details.
I wish I knew more of the details, but remembered more of the details, but that's the way it came off to me. The guy saying like, "Yeah, I don't take that back. If you keep going this direction, guess what? You're gonna end up dead someday because you're supporting these stupid fucking policies."
I've only heard I think it was Megyn Kelly saying he called for somebody's death and watched these Democrats still elect him.
Yeah, but it's Megyn Kelly though. Like she's already. Well, maybe not for you, but for me, she's already dishonest to me.
That's what I'm saying. Like I didn't get the full reference.
Okay, it's like you could probably read it as like I hope something happens to you so that you realize the thing you're supporting is bad. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Like
like I said, I don't have enough information.
Let me give a fake scenario here. Like imagine like someone like cheering like, okay, all these school shootings are right.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Well, let me do it anyway for the audience. Fine, fuck it. Imagine like someone cheering for like because of all the school shootings, but okay, we want teachers to have guns, right? And it's almost like someone like, I hope you fucking shoot someone innocent one day, just to show you how wrong your thing is, how wrong your policy is, right? Like that idea, basically. Not saying that's the right thing to do or the right thing to say to anyone, but it.
But you're also
it
at the
makes
same
sense,
time saying,
right? Logically,
you're
I
also
get why they're saying that. I got.
You're also at the same time saying you're not sure that's even the idea of what was said.
I truly believe that's the idea of it. Although it's not that exact scenario about teachers having guns, right? It's not that exact scenario, but it's like that's kind of the logic of it, of what I got. If that makes sense. But, oh, you're gonna get your just desserts someday. In fact, I hope you do say you learn a lesson from it. That makes sense? To realize I was right the whole time.
I don't know what was actually said to know for sure.
Okay, fair enough. But once again, that's my interpretation of what I remember reading from that guy. Yeah, go ahead. Smoke more cigarettes. I can't wait till you get cancer. As in, like, you're harming yourself by doing this. Right? Now, would they personally implant cancer into someone's body? No. But the idea is, like, you're going to get your, humble pie, if you will. Anyways, all right, let's continue. Here we go.
Criticize our own? Are you kidding me? How quickly do Democrats throw each other under the bus?
Not quickly enough with Jay Jones, for example, and that one just happened. Yeah, you can go back and find an example of something stupid that happened during Obama, but I can go back a week ago and find something stupid that you guys did. That's the problem.
Remember Al Franken? Al Franken was a senator. There was a picture that he took where he was like fake grabbing somebody's titty while they were sleeping. That picture came out. He used to be a comedian, by the way. He didn't actually touch the woman, but it was like fake grabbing the titty and like laughing at it and joking about it. He had to fucking resign because other Democrats threw him immediately under the bus.
If that was the case, you wouldn't have to resign unless he's a pussy.
I keep saying minds. Are you out of your mind? I mean, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Nothing could be further from the truth. It was Donald Trump who came along, and he sort of defined this idea of be a bull in a china shop. Never fucking apologize. Always plow through.
He did apologize for the grabber by the pussy thing. He did apologize for that, but I don't think he meant it. But he did apologize.
And then eventually people just move on, and you're good. So he started that. We're just getting to the time now where Democrats are finally catching up.
I don't really think that's entirely true. I feel like Hillary Clinton said a number of bad things about Trump voters as well. Like, it's pretty common.
Deplorables. Right? That's just starting to happen now. And thank fucking God it is. Because here's the deal. We can only have civility and decorum if both sides agree to civility and decorum. It's that simple. As soon as the Republicans go, fuck you, then we have to say fuck you back. It's like with the gerrymandering fight. By the way, Asmon, who's the one that gerrymandered first? It was Texas and the Republicans that said, we're just going to gerrymander and steal a bunch of
about the recent one.
Democratic seats and turn them Republican.
Well, I mean, wait a minute. Stealing? Gerrymander is fundamentally fucking stealing, by the way. And both Democrats and Republicans do this. They've been doing this for fucking ever.
Already. This is confirming it for me.
Greg Abbott did that because Trump told him to do that. And then
True, and he should have done it. And all the other Republican states should do it too.
That had to happen before fucking you had Newsom step up and say, all right, if you're going to do that, then we're going to counter gerrymander in California.
Which, by the way, this is a shadow argument that he's fighting against. I never criticized Gavin Newsom for doing that. I never said that. Of course I understand why he'd want to do that. Of course you're going to want to consolidate power for your side. Obviously. Yeah, I was never even against it. So I didn't even say that. That's not even it.
Newsom didn't start that. The Democrats didn't start that.
Here it is.
Republicans started that. We responded in kind. Democrats.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you guys want to do Proposition 50? That's fine. Yeah, okay. Sure. I think that's fair.
Democrats and liberals and leftists responded in kind.
Yeah.
So he has it exactly wrong. He has it exactly.
That's not even what I'm saying.
Exactly backwards. These motherfuckers are unhinged and out of control and radical. And because of that, we have been dragged into having to do the same
pause.
to keep things even.
Oh,
Steven.
when it gets to the
You're
cheating-
completely
cheating
right.
part.
All of the Republican crash
did this
outs,
video.
all of the massive protests that Republicans are having, destroying, throwing bricks at people at ICE, trying to get in front of the cars, screaming at them, destroying property. Again, going back to the BLM riots, burning down Teslas, killing Charlie Kirk.
Leaving rats under your
I mean, there
bed.
were 2 assassinations on Trump as well, or at least attempts. I mean, at what point do you really? I mean, how long can this go on for, guys? How long can we just keep making up bullshit?
All right, go ahead, Dubster.
It's not in the regards to their arguments. It's to the idea, well, gerrymandering solidifies a state. So it's going to lock states in to their political position that they are at the moment they decide to truly, like, full-on gerrymander. And I don't know if they're full-on gerrymandering as into we will never lose power again, or if they're still placating a little bit where a little bit could still happen. Once you do this, you're outlining terms for, like, state versus state, where it stages towards civil war.
Okay. I mean, I just view it as corrupt asshole versus corrupt asshole doing corrupt shit. And I don't mean lawfully corrupt. I mean, like, actually corrupt. Right? I don't think they're breaking laws by redistricting their areas and shit like that, right? It's more of like, why are you doing it? What's your point? What's your intention behind it? And it screams corruption to me. But it'd be nice if people actually care about that instead of like trying to play like sides of like, look, they're doing it, so we do it, right? That's stupid, right? And just equally corrupt to me. I don't care about your fucking. To me, it's fundamentally illegal, but they are the lawmakers, so yeah, they're breaking the law. Okay, fair enough, but like, it kind of is what it is, right? It's corrupt. It's corruption. Yeah, to me. Yeah, both sides. Yeah, exactly. But when you see these two flagpole, you get why they do it. You understand why they do it. Because they're full of shit and have no intention to do anything righteous with their lives. That's my guess. No actual intention to do anything righteous with their lives. That's that's the reason I'm getting. Political and strategically, you get why they're doing it. Yeah, because they don't care about people, and yeah, there's no righteous reason behind it. To me. But if I dumb myself down to their world, you want to win over the other team on the surface, but not in actuality, just on the surface, because it looks good for your constituents or for your prospects for running for office someday, or running for a bigger office someday. Yeah, I could see that, I guess, why they would do that. Yeah. I just and gerrymandering's older than us. We've never seen where it wasn't gerrymandering. And I guess it's always kind of had to. It's kind of had to exist because of how our system outlines what growth is for a state, for how many House representatives you need, and where do you draw lines. So they justified it from the first time they used it. But still, it's corrupt. It's always been corrupt. Yeah, and people that fall for it, you're kind of an ignoramus. As in, like, this is the right thing to do. Right. Don't worry, Asmon and, well, I guess maybe even more so, Kyle will say it will justify this. In words, at least. Right? I think Asmon's just playing a game to win over Kyle. And for Asmon's fans, it's gonna work. And I'd love to see Kyle's response to it. I'd love this. I'm going to look that up after we're done reacting to this. Once again, I'm not watching all of this. I just want to get to the cheater part that Kyle says, which is like in this area where he brought up gerrymandering. I'm very curious what Asmon says in regards to that, where it's like, gotcha, bitch. or if it's like, yeah, gotta cheat. I'm curious what he says, but here we go.
The ICE attacks. Yeah, exactly. What is going on with this?
Because if they're going to gerrymander, we say we're not going to do it on principle, then they just
Nobody said that. Nobody. This is the argument that I never made.
Everything, period, as far as the eye can see. In a very weird way, once the other side starts cheating, in order to make it more fair, you also have to start cheating. Once they start being insane, to keep it fair, you also have to be equally insane in the opposite direction.
Okay.
It's like,
Do you know who started it? How do you know who started it? Start with that argument. Who started it? We don't even know. It goes back to the 1700s.
he's not talking about gerrymandering. That's an example, Dubster. That wasn't the entire argument. When he says cheating, he means outside of gerrymandering.
No, I get it.
Right?
I get it, but he is referencing gerrymandering for the specific time.
Yeah, but isn't the point? Wouldn't the point be like call out any corruption you see as the actual answer to cheating? Yeah, they're cheating. Let me prove it.
I'm going with what is it? What is it? The
I don't know.
What's the sovereign citizen thing I always say? The law of
Posse comitatus.
Law of aggression.
Oh, okay.
It's always defense is always allowed, so you must figure out who started it.
Okay, but if someone's just cheating,
aggression is always wrong.
Could you just point out the cheating?
Right.
Cheating. Wouldn't that be the answer? And to put it in actual real life context, to put it in like real life context, Democrats have so much. They don't have so much ammo because they're guilty of it too. But like, if they were pristine little angels, right, that are just like, oh, we just want to be able to be diplomatic with Republicans, and sometimes we'll give them their policies,
non-aggression
some of ours.
principle.
Yes, libertarian staple, right? But whatever. In this actual
non-aggression principle, that's the correct phrase.
Yes, but in this exact,
so you figure out who started it.
No, but that is that your answer to like murder, right? Is your answer to murder like, okay, I'll murder someone else, like because someone murdered someone in my family, I'll murder someone in their family. That's obviously not the right
non-aggression.
Answer.
The non-aggression principle could determine that a murder was not murder; it was self-defense.
Okay, whatever. I'm trying to go with like the where we're at in actual societal things, right? Of once again, Kyle says, okay, they're gerrymandering, and his response is like, okay, in a way, cheat like they did. If they're cheating, we have to cheat too. If they go insane, we have to go insane too. It's his dog water fucking philosophy about dealing with things. When in reality, it's like, why not just point out the corruption? Why not do that? And once again, he's not talking about gerrymandering only. He's saying all these other things. But guess what? If you point out the most egregious, blatant Trump corruptions, their party's guilty of it too. That's the thing. Not every individual, but like definitely like some of the biggest leaders in that party are guilty of the same fucking thing. And it makes you actually wonder. It's like, I wonder if someone like AOC or Bernie Sanders are following the same fucking tactics in regards to how do we try to get rid of Trump, or win midterms or elections and all that shit, right? Like, hey, are you guys avoiding like the actual thing where it's like there's no way around it? Everyone would call this corrupt. There's no way around it. Are you avoiding those topics? Why would you avoid those topics? Is it because your leadership is also guilty of it too? Huh? I wonder. So guess what? The answer to cheating is not cheating yourself or cheating better. The answer is to do the right thing. Duh. And if you think like this
No, I agree.
Copying their
I'm just
tactics
saying
is gonna
another
work for
way.
you?
I agree with what you're saying. I understand that. I'm just saying, for the argument Kyle makes of if they do it, then we must do it first. It's like, well, determine who even started it.
I get what you're saying, but this is not the non-aggression principle. It's just not that. It's not there. It's not at that. It's not at that level.
There.
No,
I just fucking told you what it was.
No, this is not what Kyle's saying though. He's not saying. He's not there.
He's not there. Honesty is, though. Truth is of examining who started it.
Yes, I agree. And by the way, it doesn't like. It's probably less about like who started and more about like why started. Why started.
Yeah.
Right. Like who are the people involved and why. And if you realize, like, okay, this guy has a deal with this company, so thus he tried to do this in regards to domestic policy or even foreign policy, right? Like Halliburton and Dick Cheney, right? Like there should be, but for some reason, the new age answer in 2025, these two fucking idiots, these two like massive following idiots, somehow had the wrong answer every fucking time. I can't believe it. It's ridiculous. Your answer, Kyle, to corruption is to be more corrupt? Out-corrupt them? Are you fucking kidding me? And something like, I'm just gonna guess here that Kyle is aware of the corruptions of the Democratic Party. Well, I mean, I'll say his own party because he says we all the time, right? He says we, us, right? Okay, it's your party, Kyle. Got it. You're part of it. Why isn't the answer from Schumer, Pelosi, who's leaving now, but whatever, Obama or Obamas, Biden, Harris, like why isn't their answer actually pointing out the actual blatant corruption of things? Guess what? When a Republican says like, well, Biden was in office for 4 years, how come he didn't investigate Epstein? They have a point. Well, sorry, their words have a point. Their intentions might be to like knock down the Democrats to win more. But if someone like actually meant that, like really meant, like how come these guys didn't cover it? It makes sense. Why are you waiting for Trump to be in office to start calling out Epstein stuff? You could have did it already, bro. Like honestly. But Kyle's not here for people. He's here for winning. I hope to God that his point in winning will help people one day. It's like, I need to win so that I can help someone someday. I hope that's his point. But if it's not, like, either way, it's still corruption, you idiot. You dummy. You fucking dumb fuck. Let's cheat so that, so that a Harris can get into office. She'll be corrupt, but don't worry. It might lead to one day, maybe, someone I actually like being president one day. Maybe. In a Congress I actually like one day. Maybe, possibly, maybe. Okay, what is that? That's Q fucking Anon. Trust the fucking plan. That's what that is. In midlife crisis, swirly hairs fucking telling us to do that as a thing. Are you fucking insane? God, bro. Fire him from content creation. Fire him. Like, yo, quit. Go back to kindergarten and learn some fucking ethics. No matter what age you are, Kyle, never double dip your fucking celery. When you're with other people, Never do it ever. Get the sweetest kindergarten teacher in the world, but hey, Kyle, we don't double dip our celery because we're spreading germs when we do that. So don't do that. Kyle apparently needs those lessons. Asmongold, Christ. Same thing. He says that shit with a straight face. It's fucking... God, you Sesame Street character, little puss-ass motherfucker, bro. What a weak fucking person. What a weak human.
Did you never have a chicken pox party?
No. Well, I hope not. I hope my mom didn't do that. But it's just like it's like simple ethics. Kyle is telling his honestly, in narrative wise, what he's telling his audience is doing the right thing is actually weak. When it's the exact opposite, you fucking pussy. You fucking coward. Doing the right thing is the exact opposite of being a fucking walkover. Come on, dude.
And he already proved that with Mike Gravel, 9/11.
Yeah, because you need Bernie to win. If you're doing you're hurting your chances. What's your point of you running if you're talking about 9/11, huh? You're going to lose doing that. Yo, Debbie, stop talking about Bernie Sanders giving up and being a frail little old man. You're hurting his campaign by doing that. Here's our look at him. Look at him, audience. Here's your fucking leader. By the way, he's chilling, bro. His life's good. He's chilling. He's chilling. You might be fucked. Him, he's good. Yeah. Both of them, by the way. They're both chilling. One suit, one dirty stained white t-shirt. Both millionaires chilling. By the way. If fucking Trump wins, or damn if Harris wins, either way, they're both good. In fact, it makes them more money. Oh, look at that. Oh, fuck. And I hope to God it's not money motivation for Kyle. I'm sure he's fine anyways. I'm sure he's good financially. But still, to be dishonest for what are you trying to achieve? It's embarrassing. What do you what is your what do you think's gonna revolutionarily change with the Harris administration versus the Trump? Is it all about pride? Is it because you called for a silent majority about Harris is gonna win this election because there's a silent majority? Because you're wrong about that? See, look how bad things are. You should have picked Harris. Is that what you're on? Be yo, quit your job, my man. Hang up the suits and the nipple rings, bro, and do something else. Go do pottery or something, bro. Leave this shit alone. Honestly. I can't stand fucking politics. All right, here we go. Asmon so far has no reaction to Kyle saying, well, if they cheat, we should cheat. If they go insane, we should go insane. The opposite direction? The fuck does that mean? Hand him a fucking thesaurus and a book on syllogisms, bro. Give him that shit. But hey, man, come up with a better answer than this, Kyle. Please. Here we go.
Period, as far as the eye can see. In a very weird way, once the other side starts cheating, in order to make it more fair, you also have to start cheating.
It's more fair when you both cheat.
To keep it fair, you also have to be equally insane in the opposite direction.
Okay. I mean, but let's be honest, Kyle. You guys were going to be insane no matter what.
That's his response to this.
It might be convenient that Republicans do some things that are insane, but you were going to be insane anyway, all right? Let's be real.
It's the only way to do it. And again, he flips it and pretends like it's the Democrats who are totally unhinged.
Okay, I'm stopping it right there. I heard the point I wanted to hear. Asmon had no reaction to it. I guess he's okay with it too. They're cheating, you cheat too. Duh. Duh. Oh, fuck. I swear to God. Listen, there's a reason why I call Kyle, or say Kyle's in a midlife crisis. It's because he did all that work to get just as Democrats. And what did he do? He stepped down, right? He took his name off of it because maybe he made them look bad or made him harder to elect or whatever the fuck. He steps down, right? And they continue to just disappoint this guy. At least in content, right? In his words and content. These guys are disappointing him. These Justice Democrats, right? And he's like, fuck it, I give up. Fucking. He looks like a fucking NASCAR in the pit stop, bro. when it hits the pit stop, they change the tires around, they repaint the motherfucker, they change helmets for the driver. Like, that's what Kyle did. He's like, fuck it. He hopped in a chair, went to a gay hair salon guy, redid his hair, put fucking piercings all over the place, gave him a vape pen, and said, all right, it's the new Kyle. More pizzazz than ever, but also lamer than ever. Love that. But you know what? I'm going to leave that there. They're both trash, but it's going to be funny possibly seeing Kyle's reaction to this because Asmon's like, yeah, I like universal healthcare. Yeah, I want that. And yeah, that's a bad thing. That's bad. I agree with you. That's bad. But the way you handle it is like really bad. It's really, really bad. Right? So it's like, we'll see what Kyle does with that. I'm sure he kind of has to with content-wise because my best light of Kyle would be that he's scrumming for viewers for the sake of winning elections so that maybe one day a Bernie Sanders type person could be elected. That's my guess of his actual strategy, or not his actual strategy. My best version of what his strategy could be. So thus, he has to react to this, doesn't he? He has to give a response. And skip over the things that makes him look bad and point out the ones that make him look good. Would be my guess, which means the viewers, you lose. You get nothing, you lose. Nothing honest. It looks like campaign commercials at best. But don't worry. Tell Jordan to shut up for Kyle. Or for Asmon. Tell me to shut up. Either way, there's your video.
Shut up.
Either way, there's your video. Please subscribe if you feel like. Comment, agree, disagree. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Say whatever you want. Go ahead. Don't forget to share support. Hopefully donate to all the links in the description box. Also, please check out the Discord link if you want to join that. We are in that Discord right now. And yes, all opinions are welcome. And obviously, everything I showed you will be linked in the description box. I think it was only like 2 things. The Andrew Schulz and the Asmongold, Kyle Kulinski. They will all be linked in the description box. Maybe if I find the Jay Jones text message things, I can show those. Put them in the description box for you. So please take advantage of that. And with all that said, please give this video a thumbs down. Fucking losers, bro.